But
no, I was just asking because
I'm sure that if you dig, you'll find that. I'm sure if you dig, you'll find a way to do that. I don't need that. And once again, this is being driven out of while making a beat. Mm-hmm. What do I want? Me, myself. And I'm just showing you through my process that I'm using a beat as an example in order to get my template and my whole look to be how I want it to be. And I'm not saying it's there yet at all. I'm saying that just this alone puts me so much closer than every time I sit down and make a track.
Right.
Because I'm not having to rebuild my kit. And even if I've built a kit, I've built it in a format that didn't leverage these other things. So it's like still not what I wanted it to be. So just working from this foundation, now I'm actually programming drums. They're coming together very quickly. I'm spending more time finding the drums that I like and then putting them into the groove of the thing. I'm back in as far as it relates to that. Programming drums and chopping samples and that. And this kit for me is about having that ground zero. And I feel like it's general enough that you could delete all the data out of it. You could take it, dig for your own sounds, plug in your own starting kit, and you could use exactly the setup with the step sequencer, with the drum kit, and those two slots. And that would be useful. And I don't think that it's so... I've individualized it so much. We're still at a raw framework level, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would be interested in... Go ahead, what were you going to say?
I was just wondering, so there's... Because I never set it up, and I guess I never checked the preferences. It allows you to set a new default template?
Yeah,
same way,
that's how you get the thing that you make to be your template, that you use that save as but that's giving you one template as the foundation of all your new sessions.
So that's the save current set as default?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So you get a template together, you get a vibe, you don't save it, you just hit that, and then that locks it.
I save it. I get my thing, save it as a separate session, then I open that up, and I make a beat with it. Then I clear all the shit out of it that's related to the beat. Then save that, because then it's genuinely made out of the thing that I made. And then you do that save, and everything new you open will start that way. But like I said, there's multiple starting points. So even though I think you need to have that for your most common template, it's not I'm likely to still have a folder of starting points. And the most common one that I use is the one that's set to my template.
That's the default.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my contribution to today's jam. I mean, I would love to be making beats with that as a foundation, but the day went the way it went. You said you had something to contribute, I don't know, drum kits or whatever. Does that in any way we could integrate? When you say kits, I'm curious. Because I know we differed. We met at one point. We got on the same page about what we thought these vision for these kits could be. And then when we revisited, you had taken a whole different approach. In some cases, you were like, I'm putting as many sounds as I can put in this thing. And they fit a certain sensibility. So I'm doing that. With the step sequencer and being able to dial through sounds, there's a utility to that because there's a whole bunch of sounds that you're likely to use packed into there. For me, I'd probably do something like, a bunch of kicks and a bunch of snares in all, one whole bank is kicks, one whole bank is kicks, then the whole next bank is snares. And when I start my step sequencer, it's kick, snare, hi-hat, blah, blah, blah. But if I wanted to change the kick, and I start using this to dial, what I'm going to get is the next kick up or the next kick down. So that means for each thing, I'm pressing the sound, dialing with another knob once again, getting sound feedback immediately of kicks that I already like. It's already my favorite kicks. Right. Now, so it gives me the flexibility of the starting point of this foundation, but I can still go anywhere sonically from that foundation. If you build your kit out that way, that goes with the session, then you have that. This has 3 drum sounds in it, or 8 maybe. So it doesn't have that flexibility. So does part of the kit making that you've done, is it from that perspective, or is it from about getting those 8 or 10 sounds that go together locked in? What does 120 frames per second do for you? I don't know why my thing says that, but it says that right now.
I didn't know you could do it. I'm at 60